Welcome everybody. Here we are. We're going to do some aerobics. Let's go ahead and do some rotating first. We're at some church in Australia doing aerobics. So today we're going to actually do a little bit of Tabata mixed in with floor aerobics. If you don't know what Tabata is, it's HIIT training is what we call it. Now, if you don't know what that is, then it stands for high intensity interval training. Reach across. So when I say HIIT training, which Tabata is a kind of HIIT training, it's actually spelled H-I-I-T. HIIT. So we're going to do a little bit of HIIT training today, mostly Tabata style. Means you do about 20 seconds and then rest for about 10 seconds or so. Maybe we'll do 20 seconds and rest for 20 seconds. And we'll just do a little bit of that mixed in with the aerobics. Push down, heel touch. We're getting warmed up here. Feel free to send me your background. This is just a background that one of the members sent me. But you can email me backgrounds that you want to see. Maybe you want to work out in your favorite spot, or watching your favorite things. Reach up. You don't have to worry about if it's good enough or not. If it's not good enough, I won't use it. Just send me stuff. Don't send me too much stuff. I don't want to have to check too much mail though. Make it good. Reach across, spread the fingers. Hey, maybe you got a good backyard. Who knows? Up and over. Still spreading those fingers. All right, so let's start with our first little Tabata thing here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna reach down like we're picking something up, and then we're gonna put it on the shelf. Reach down, put it on the shelf. Now you could just go forward if you don't like the rotating on your knees, that sort of thing. And here we go. We're gonna go for about 20 seconds. Begin. You go as fast as you can. Really getting your heart rate up. See, I'm not gonna twist on my leg here. I'm just gonna do a little rotation. Give me 10 seconds, keep going. Get that heart rate up even faster. Do what you can. And relax. All right, good. Now just relax for about 20 seconds. You can just walk around, get a drink of water, whatever works best for you. I'm gonna try to pull up a little stopwatch here. Right, so I got a little clock even. All right, hopefully you're well rested. What we're gonna do now is just do the other side. So we're only doing 2 times, and then we'll do a little floor aerobics. All right, on your marks, get set, and go. Other side, 20 seconds. The good thing is you get to rest for a little while. Work hard, rest more. You can do this stuff seated too. Just do what you can. Almost there. And relax. All right, hopefully you got your heart rate up nice. Excellent. Let's go back to some nice aerobics here. We're gonna do a right Mambo, just stepping forward with the right leg, forward and back. Wiggle those fingers. You don't have to go fast. You get that heart rate to come down more even. Probably should have rested for another 10 seconds. lazy Mambo. You know, another 10 seconds of rest. And we'll get into this and begin. And you know, if you need to rest longer, you can always rest longer. Two more. All right, back to a march. March wide, shoulder shrugs. So this, we're just kind of going at a basic pace. That's the difference between the Tabata or the HIIT training, is that you're going at kind of a moderate pace. If you were to think about it, it'd be about 75% of your intensity right now, whereas the Tabata or the HIIT training is more like a 85% of your intensity. So we go longer at a little less intensity is all. All right, back to a march. Good, left Mambo, left foot forward and back. Wrists go up and back this time. So you're not working so hard. So we could even turn this into a Tabata move by just stepping it up. We're not going to do that, but here would be an example. I just step it up by going faster, and it is suddenly Tabata. Keep it floor aerobics, and maybe that will help you keep an idea in mind of how hard you should be working too. It should just be a little bit less than the intensity training. All right, back to a march. March wide, wide and low. So they did an experiment where they had so many people doing, it was 4 days a week, 75% of their intensity, just like we're doing here, kind of basic, for 30 minutes. 4 days a week, 30 minutes, 75% of their intensity. Go ahead and do a little jog here. But then they had another group that was doing 3 days a week of only 4 minutes, but 85% of their intensity, and then resting 20. It was like 30-20 sort of thing. Work 30 seconds, rest 20 seconds. Overall, they were working like 4 minutes. And I think it was 20 seconds, rest 10 seconds. And so they did that 8 times, and it equaled 4 minutes. So they did that. They had that group of people do that 3 times a week. And then they also did the 1 time a week, just the same as the other group, 75% for 30 minutes. Toe touch, reach up. So we had the group that's working 30 minutes, 4 days a week, and a group that was working 4 minutes, 3 days a week, and then 30 minutes. So not as much time put in, but a lot more effort. They were working at the 85%, remember. Reach up. In and out with the arms. So the result is that the group that was working out 4 days a week at 30 minutes increased their cardio capacity by 8%. They didn't increase their anaerobic capacity, which is the muscle, the energy in the muscles. Roll the hips around. But the other group increased their cardio capacity by 13%, quite a bit more, and they increased their aerobic or anaerobic capacity by 28%. So that's a big difference in working out less time, just a little bit harder. All right, so we're ready for another one of these, another HIIT training. Let's go ahead and start with the knee now. So it's like you're breaking something up over your knee. And you can kind of think of it that way, so you get a little more effort into it. All right, here we go. 20 seconds. Let me get my stopwatch on. Why does this thing have to lock on me? And begin. Fast as you can, just don't hurt yourself. Ten seconds. You don't have to touch the ground either. It could be in the air. Whatever you like. Almost there, and relax. Good job. Now remember, you just get to rest now. We're doing more like 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. So rest for about 30 seconds. We want to get that heart rate back down a little bit. Great time to get a drink of water. Whatever you got, I got a little Kern's soda here, or Kern's juice. Juice in a can. All right, we're almost ready for the other side. And begin. I breathe out each time. 5 seconds. And relax. So remember, we got to really rest for that 30 seconds before we get on to the aerobics again. So we're going to do 8 total. We already did 4 Tabatas. We have to do 4 more. So you're halfway there on the Tabata things. Just keep resting another 15 seconds or so. Get a drink of water, whatever you got to do. And if you get lightheaded on any of this stuff, shut it down, have a seat. You don't want to fall or anything from some fainting or some weird thing getting your heart rate up. All right. So here we go. I'm back to a march. So let's get ready for a right grapevine. 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 steps to the side, 2 steps back, big arms. That's kind of interesting about the whole experiment with how you can work a little bit less, get maybe more out of it. I got it. I watched a show on public broadcasting once where the guy actually worked 20 seconds, and it was 30 seconds, and then rested. They weren't counting the rest time, but he did it like I think 4 times. The guy worked out like 4 minutes. It was maybe 3 minutes, but at any rate, it ended up being a total of 20 minutes a month is all that he was actually working. He did it 3 days a week, only like 3 minutes. How to figure this math out here. And then 9 times 4. That wasn't it. It was a little less than that, I think. All right, back to a march. March wide. Anyway, they saw the results because they did testing after eating a fatty meal, getting all the fats out of the bloodstream, all that sort of thing. Shoulder shrugs. Watched the show probably about 8 years ago, but it's called The Truth About Exercise. And the idea was that you don't have to do it all that long, and you could maybe just work a little harder. I want to find that video one of these days. Push across. Rotate. Press down, heel touch. Reach up. Reach across, both hands. Spread those fingers. Up and over. And back to a march. Get ready for that left grapevine. 4, 3, 2, 1. This is also good for aerobics. Is good for endurance. Tabata is a little good for that stamina for when you got to get up the stairs real quick, that sort of thing. Almost there. Good. Roll those hips around a little bit. Other direction. Good. So grab your band for the next one, because it doesn't have to be aerobic either. It can be a strength thing that you turn into something. So hopefully you got a band close by. If you don't, just do the motions with me, okay? So we're going to put the band behind the back. And you can also we're going to do squat and chest press at the same time. Put behind the back, choke up a little bit. And so what we'll do is we're going to squat and then press. Squat, press. All right, so let me get the timer out. We're going to do just that 20 seconds. But remember, you want to work as hard as you can for that time. And here we go. Begin. So I might even go a little faster than you. Everybody goes different. That's what's good about online, is you don't have to watch everybody else. You can just focus on yourself a lot more. Don't hurt yourself. Almost there. And relax. All right, nice job, everybody. Keep the band with you, because we're going to do the next one with the band as well. So that was a chest one. We're going to do a back one. What I like to do is do kind of full body with this stuff. So just keep relaxing. I know it's hard. You just have to relax for 20 more seconds. Just rest. I'm sure it's probably that Kern's juice is probably just sugar water and a little bit of strawberries. Anyway, here we go. Ready for the next one. So what you're going to do for this next one is toes turned out a little bit. You can do just the upper part too. You're going to squat, pull down, and begin. And if you didn't get started in time, just get started now. Give yourself a longer rest is all. Than this. I'm going to go for 10 more seconds. It really makes you push yourself too, to your limits, which I think is a good thing. And relax. I don't know about you, but that was pretty tough. Next one we'll do is a row and then a tricep press down one as well. But we're going to do the floor aerobics first, okay? So just rest. Set your band down for now. We'll get into a little bit more floor aerobics. 20 seconds, we'll say. Just relaxing. Have a couple bonbons, whatever you need. Maybe you need a bonbon. I don't even think they make those anymore. Little ice cream balls. Okay, here we go. Floor aerobics. Marching. Good. So the next one we're going to do is going to be out, out, in, in. We'll start with the right leg. Out, out, in, in. So make like you're on a V. Coming to the edge of the letter. Out and in. Reach up high. Step out wide. Remember, you don't want to work too hard. It's floor aerobics. You gotta work only at 75% of your intensity. Isn't it nice? We don't have to work as hard now. We worked harder earlier. Last two. And then we rotate. Stretch that back out. Elbow to knee. Work the abs a little. You can always reach up on this, make it harder. Good. All right, back to a march. And then we have out, out, in on the other side. Out, out, in. Two more. And back to a march. Good. Just relax and kind of stretch. Make your feet pretty wide and just reach up. Make sure you don't fall, but just reach up as wide and tall as you can. Take some deep breaths in the belly. And relax. All right, so let's grab our band. We're well rested for our next Tabata. You don't want to have your heart rate too high up. You almost want to rest before you start one of these. That's why I take a little time to just kind of chill out for a second. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do bow and arrow. So right hand has it. The deal with these, well, let's go ahead and just only catch on these is we got two sides, so we might have a couple extra Tabatas than we bargained for. How about that? Your instructor planned really well. So here we go. We're gonna just pull it back, bow and arrow. 20 seconds. Begin. Just don't hit yourself in the face. Don't go too fast. Still want to be controlled. You don't want to hurt a muscle. You don't want to hurt a shoulder. And relax. Well, we'll just have to do not as long, huh? Like 20 seconds each side, and then we'll move on. All right, go ahead and stay relaxed. We got about 10 more seconds. Sorry, I don't mean to get you going. A lot of aerobics today. A lot of aerobics. I think we're ready. Let's go ahead and begin. And not too fast, but put a little more into it. Might even have to bunch this up all the way so I can go a little faster, not hit myself in the face. Still learning. It's not like I do this all the time. About 10 more seconds. We can move the body more on that. All right, enough of that. Let's go ahead and move on to over the shoulders. That should have been our last Tabata, but we've got to work the triceps too. I feel like we'd be cheated if we didn't do we got the biceps and the back there. We got more triceps, working the back of the arm instead of the front of the arm. So this one, what I'm thinking we'll do is pull the knee up as you press down. Same hand as, sort of same knee as the hand that has the handle. All right, so let's go ahead and just make sure my thing's good here and begin. Ten seconds. Good job, everybody. I can see you there working hard. All right, relax. Now remember, really relax for 30 seconds. Grab a drink of water. I got water too. Almost there, 10 seconds. Get ready for it. Working a little strength. See, that's how you get that 28% gains in your strength. That's this stuff. All right, and begin. Don't you want 30% more stronger muscles ready to go with more energy? 10 seconds. And relax. Oh, that'll work you. Good deal. Let's go ahead and just throw away the band for the day. We'll do some weights, but you can toss your band to the side. Take that rest. We're gonna do a little bit more of a cool down with the floor aerobics, and then we'll go on to some weights. Okay, so get about 20 seconds more rest. Get ready for your weights. We'll probably have a seat. So I'm gonna get my chair ready too. We're gonna do a little bit more floor aerobics cool down though. I'll give you another 10 seconds. But get your stuff ready. You're killing time. All right, marching. Hamstring curl, bicep curl. I think it helps too to work really hard and see how hard you can work. And then you can kind of decide how much of that you want to do, how hard you want to work compared to how hard you could work. You don't really want to do everything as intense as you can all the time. Otherwise, you'd wear yourself out the first 5 minutes. Elbows up. We don't have music going or anything, so you can go at your own pace. Do what you want to do. Good. Kick and push. And skipping rope. Half jacks. and relax. All right. Roll the hips around. I was just thinking it would be cool about this backdrop I have would be if it was the window ledge. Like if you could have me on a window ledge, that'd be pretty cool actually. Just have to figure out how to take a picture just right. Be like suicidal aerobics. Other direction. Okay, so you guys did a great job. Hopefully you didn't kill yourself on that. I know it's tough, and you really just have to work at your own level, but you do want to work that hard. Let's go ahead and get our weights out. And we're gonna have a seat. We're gonna do some lifting to the side. I want you to alternate arms, one arm and then the other arm. 2 more. 1 more each side. Good, and then rotations here. Side, really hold it for a second and relax. Side, relax. Side, relax. Hold, relax, hold, relax, hold, center. 1 more time. Side, center, side, center, and relax. Good, let's just go side to side with these weights. Think about crunching each side, really tightening each side. So you might even hold for a second. When you hold for a second, it kind of works the muscles more. Good, now start to do your lifting. Try to keep that posture. Excellent. Then we scoop like you're picking something up. Work the back a little bit, but not too much. Couple more. Last one. Excellent. Then scoot forward. Next is abdominals. And so across the weights, we'll just go back and forth. Last 2. Good. While you're there, go ahead and lay back. Keep your back nice and straight. Chest press up and together, down and out. Looking really good. Everybody looks good. Up and together, wrist over elbow. Last two. And relax. Good, just rest for a second there. If you have the old weights, some people might use these, you never know, but they used to just get the metal and they put a weld on each side. You know, they'll take the two ends and then they weld each side with the metal together. But I'm just gonna say, if you have those, you might not want to clank them together, because one time somebody was clanking them together, not like this, but in a different way. Fortunately, not with them over their head. And the weld broke, boom, and it went down. It didn't hit them in the head. They were doing, like I said, something else out here or something, and it just went on the floor. But those welds break sometimes. All right, let's go ahead and do a bent over row. This is your last one, then we're going to stretch. So lean forward, keep your back nice and straight, and just row it up. We still have some of those old weights at the club. I try not to tell people to bang them over their head. 5 more. And relax. Good job. Let's go ahead and set the weights down. We didn't do as much strength training, but we actually kind of did with all that Tabata. That's kind of the point of it. You might even be sore in some muscles in ways that you normally are not. I'm just going to go ahead and set the chair back here. Put the right leg out. Your right leg. Deep breath in. And exhale as you lean forward. Make sure you have those toes pulled back and up. And just relax and take some breaths. Enjoy your stretching here. Okay, rotate that ankle. Other direction. And then we do the other leg out. Deep breath in. And exhale. Okay, rotate that ankle. Other direction. Good, and then we'll face this direction and we're gonna put one leg back. Reach up. And other direction. And relax. All right, back to center. Good. Let's stretch the triceps next. And other side. Good posture. Rotate. Other side. Keep focused on the breathing there. And relax. Good. Back to center. Let's take a couple deep breaths here. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale. One more. All right, everybody have a great day. Thanks for joining me again. And we'll see you next time.